Okay, so in this video we are going to prove the LCM of A and B times the GCD of A and B equals A times B. Okay, let's start. So A equals, we can write A as the product of primes raised to some power. P1 raised to the power alpha 1 times P2 raised to the power alpha 2 dot Pk raised to the power alpha k, and you can write this in product form like this: 1 less than equals to I less than equals to k Pi raised to the power alpha I, where alpha I belongs to non-negative integers. So this is very common and a very basic result of number theory, that you can write any positive integer in this form: product of prime numbers raised to some power. Okay, B equals P1 raised to the power beta 1 times P2 raised to the power beta 2 dot Pk raised to the power beta k. Now in product form, 1 less than equals to j less than equals to k Pj raised to the power beta j, where beta j belongs to non-negative integers. Okay, now let's find out the LCM of A and B first. So LCM of A comma B equals, wait a second, so A equals this thing. Okay, 1 less than, so equals 1 product 1 less than equals to I less than equals to k Pi raised to the power alpha I, comma B equals 1 less than equals to j less than equals to k Pj raised to the power beta j. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so now let's consider an example. LCM of 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 3 comma 5 to the power 5 and 7 to the power 7. Now you can write it like this: 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 3 times 5 to the power 0 times 7 to the power 0 comma 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the power 0 times 5 to the power 5 times 7 to the power 7. Now in LCM we consider the maximum power of the same prime number like this, like 2 to the power the maximum of 2 and 0 times 3 to the power the maximum of 3 comma 0, 5 to the power the maximum of 0 comma 5 times 7 to the power the maximum of 0 comma 7. Okay, now the answer is 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 3 times 5 to the power 5 times 7 to the power 7. Okay, so this is the LCM of these two numbers. So this is the LCM, and we consider the maximum power of the same prime number. Like here is 2 is 2, we consider the maximum power. For 3 we consider the maximum power. For 5 we consider this. Okay, same for 7. Let's take another example. So LCM of, let's take easier example, 2 to the power 2 comma 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. Okay, you can write it as 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 0, 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. Now the answer will be 2 to the power the maximum of 2 comma 3 times 3 to the power the maximum of 0 comma 3. The maximum is this 3, so 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. And you can also check like 2 to the power divides this number completely, leaving remainder 0, and 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3 divides this number completely, leaving the same remainder 0. Okay, okay, so let's move on. Okay, so now the LCM of these two numbers a and b will be the product 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k px raised to the power maximum of alpha x comma beta x. Okay, now let's figure out the GCD of these two numbers. Now the GCD of, so what are those numbers? Okay, the GCD of the product 1 less than equals to I less than equals to k pi raised to the power alpha I comma 1 less than equals to j less than equals to k pj raised to the power beta j. Okay, so now let's talk about GCD. So GCD of two numbers, let's consider two co-prime numbers 2 to the power 2 comma 3 to the power 3. You can write it as 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 0 comma 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the power 3. Now in GCD we consider the minimum power of the two same prime numbers. 2 to the power the minimum of 2 comma 0 times 3 to the power the minimum of 0 comma 3. Now this will be 2 to the power 0 times 3 to the power 0, so the answer will be 1. And you can check that 1 divides this number and this number completely, and these two positive integers are co-prime to each other, so the GCD is 1. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, so the GCD of these two numbers will be the product 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power the minimum value of alpha x comma beta x. Okay, so now we want to find the, so what we want to prove, we want to prove that the LCM of two numbers a and b times the GCD of two numbers a and b equals a times b. Okay, so here we know the LCM of two numbers and we know the GCD of two numbers also. So this is the LCM of two numbers and this is the GCD of two numbers. So we want to multiply these two products. This is first product, this is second product. We want to multiply 1 and 2. Okay, let's multiply them. So 1 less than equals to x. Wait a second. A times B will be product 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power the maximum value. Wait a second. Yeah, LCM of A and B times the GCD of A and B. Now let's write the product 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power the minimum value of alpha x comma beta x times 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power the maximum value of alpha x comma beta x. Let's multiply them. Now the lower limit of this product and the upper limit of this product are same, and the lower limit of this product and the upper limit of this product are same, so we can write this in one single product. 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power the minimum value of alpha x comma beta x plus the maximum value of alpha x and beta x. Now since the base of these two products are same, so we can add the powers. So let's say the minimum value is alpha x, so the maximum value will be beta x. So let's say the minimum of alpha x comma beta x is alpha x, so this implies the maximum of alpha x comma beta x will be beta x. Okay, so the product 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k px raised to the power the minimum is alpha x and the maximum is beta x plus beta x. You can write it as 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k px raised to the power alpha x times 1 less than equals to x less than equals to k of px raised to the power beta x. Okay, now this will becomes A times B, and we proved that LCM of two numbers A and B times the GCD of two numbers is equals to the product of two numbers. So at the end you can write hence the result. So yeah, so you can see A equals this product and B equals this product, so this is A and this is B, so this will become A times B. So this is the end of the proof. Okay, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.